Hey everyone, this is part 2 of the high limit video. As you can see, first we're going to look back at the trend logs, see how the unit's operating. We're going to try to notice any inconsistencies. And most importantly, we're going to keep in mind time of day for this one. Here's a screenshot of a trend log for this unit. Quick little information, the left side is the associated values with the colors. The bottom is the timestamps. There is another legend here with some of those colors doubled up. That is not shown. For this example, these are the important ones. Green is our damper, light blue is our supply air temp, and red is our supply fan command. And if you're curious, purple is room temperature set point and beige is room temperature. Now, if you're looking at a trend log for the first time, in this example specifically, so the 3 red circles are kind of the immediate tell signs for the problem here. First, we're going to notice that top one where supply air temperature was quite high, which means the burner was firing. And then red and green, you can see drastic decreases. So that tells you something potentially turned off or something unexpected happened to cause it to turn off. Now, if you already know the problem from that last slide, let me know in the comments. Next, we're going to look at the programming to diagnose further why the supply fan got commanded off. And then while doing that, it's important to look for a schedule line in the code or a motion sensor, an occupancy sensor, any timer commands, which is important later on, and if there's an optimum start or a shutdown sequence. So here we have the logic for part of the supply fan. If you're curious about this, I can explain this more in detail. Just leave a comment. But this is the most important part for this situation. It's the fan control. You can see what logic up there represents. And what is immediately noticed to me is there's no shutdown sequence, which makes sense with why this unit tripped. We never want the burner to shut off when the supply fan shuts off, because the heat then stays in the unit and has nowhere to go. So we always want the fan to run after the burner shuts down. So this is the logic I added. If you're curious or if you have any questions on what it is for or how it works, let me know. But essentially it's just a 15-minute rundown for at the end of day schedule to stop the burner and let the supply fan run.